All right, after you graduated, what were some unexpected hurdles once you got into the working field?
A few things were, well, I'll start with going from working in a lab in school to actually working in the corporate world is a lot different because it's more structured and like they're telling you what to do, when to do what, and everything.
All right, what are some of the unexpected benefits?
Um, a benefit from working in laboratories was being able to work in quite a few different types, and it helped me get a lot of knowledge in various areas, which helped me start a laboratory technician service that involves all of them.
All right, cool. What inspires you to do lab work?
My inspiration is my love for science and in all fields of science. Actually, I can't pinpoint one. I just really like just the whole world behind it and learning new knowledge and experimenting with things that haven't been experimented with, and just yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. What were any previous scientists that inspired you when you were younger?
Um,
Were you inspired by anybody?
well, one of my inspirations, I guess, was my mentor, Dr. Simpson from school, because she really was serious about laboratory work and research, and she was really into it. So it was kind of inspirational to see her do this and just keep following her dreams and do what she loves. I didn't want to name any of the typical ones that everyone knows, like Albert Einstein or anything, but
Okay. Um,
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
what are the different places that you've traveled or lived?
Um, I've lived in Georgia mostly. I also lived in South Carolina for a little bit. I've traveled to quite a few places. I can't really name them all. It's around the country, mostly in the southeast. No, I haven't been up in the northeast of the United States. Nowhere outside of the country yet. Just a few things. Not way out west. I've been to Texas one time, I think. To some mountain somewhere. I guess it's like Colorado or something.
Okay. What kind of stuff do you test in the labs?
Okay, well, currently what I do is test samples for drugs, like prescription drugs and drugs that are abused. In the pain management field, tracking the patient's dosage is important to make sure that they're taking their prescription properly and to make sure that there aren't they aren't abusing them or selling them to someone else. Now, before that, I worked in quality assurance at a manufacturing plant that made different types of um, sauces and liquids that are used in fast food restaurants for different things like nugget sauces and milkshake mixes. I also worked in research and development, and that was for a company that made pastries and cakes and cookies and things. It was kind of cool to see all that and all the new formulations for different things and how they change a formulation of a cookie for the consumer because people want a different flavor or something. So they have to go into the lab and make something that tastes good and that the people would like. And before that, I worked in a laboratory that tested food for pathogens. The food we got ended up going to fast food restaurants and grocery stores, so it had to be tested to make sure that there wasn't any salmonella or E. coli in it before it went out to the masses. So that's the gist of my working lab career. Before that, I was doing my internship and everything that I talked about before.
Okay. All right, when you first start working in the doctor's offices as a contractor position, what was that like?
It was new to me, but it was sounded like something fun. You know, when I used to work a normal shift at other labs, on someone else's clock in that time and telling me when to come in, it was, it was cool doing that. But then I always wanted to be able to have something that I can just make my own schedule. And then this came around and it kind of just blossomed. Because at first it was a little scary at first because it was like, oh, it's not a full-time job, but it's always there. And then it introduced me to different doctors and different offices where I could do the same thing.
Okay, so when you got the idea, what gave you the idea to, hey, turn it into a company? What gave you that idea?
Well, after I realized that, I have to pay my taxes back because I'm contract, I've always wanted to own a business. So this was kind of one of those things that it was a perfect little, here it is. And it was a quick transition. It was a quick transition because it's already a contract job and nothing really had to change for the offices or for me really except for changing it to a company. And now I can do more, add more offices, hire employees, and expand the company.